Oh, it brings tears to your eyes, that, doesn't it, Brian?
It does.
Yeah. ALLFM there. A CD dropped through ALLFM letterbox the other day. It's for Christmas, and it's for a friend of mine who does a lot of YouTube stuff, and we'll talk about it in a bit. And the CD, it's quite interesting. It's sort of like old-fashioned tunes, like Amazing Grace. Boogie-woody souped up.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to play a tune off it. But I remember this one, Joy to the World by Three Dog Night.
All right, about 1970s, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I think it's a traditional tune, if I can get it right, by, the people that sing it in church when there's Sunday service and everything.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Okay, then, so here's Terry Miles and Joy to the World.
Was a bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine. I never understood a single word he said, but I helped him drink his wine, and he always had mighty fine wine. Singing joy to the world, all the boys and girls now. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. Joy to the world, all the boys and girls now. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. If I were the king of the world, I'd tell you what I'd do. I'd throw away the cars and the bars and the wars, and I'd make sweet love to you, and we'd love each other too. Joy to the world now, all the boys and girls now. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. Singing joy to the world now, all the boys and girls now. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. I love to have my fun. I'm a high life flyer, I'm a rainbow rider, I'm a straight shooting son of a gun. I said a straight shooting son of a gun. Send joy to the world, all the boys and girls now. Singing joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea. Joy to you and me. Deep blue sea, joy to you and me. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea, joy to you and me. Sing it! Joy to the world now, all the boys and girls now. Joy to the fishes in the deep blue sea, joy to you and me.
Mr. Boogie Woogie man himself, Terry Miles. Well, he lives down in Hackney, London, and we couldn't really get the train fare sorted out for him to be here. And we couldn't, we haven't got a piano in the studio, have we, Brian?
You haven't, no.
We've got a record deck, 2 record decks, but we do have Terry on the phone. Are you there, Terry?
I am indeed, old boy. How you doing?
Coming over loud and clear, I hope we are.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah. And that before we go into an interview, that T-shirt you're going to send me, I'm large because I like drinking beer, so it is a large sending. Send me that.
Okay, it's a large Crispin T-shirt.
Crispin with the Birmingham accent. I'll give it 5. I'll give it 5. You know what music show used to come from Birmingham, didn't you, in the 60s?
Yeah, what's that?
You know what music show used to come from Birmingham in the 60s at the studios there?
I don't know. What?
Bran's Beats here with me. Come on, Bran, tell us.
Thank you, Lucky Stars.
Oh, right, okay. I didn't.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lucky Stars, yes.
Thank you, Lucky Stars was broadcast from Birmingham. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, you know something now from us lot. I say we're mad on the 50s and 60s and some of the blues and boogie from the late 40s, believe me, as you may have been listening to some tonight. Okay then, right. Just before you get on your piano and everything else, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself? You know, how you got started, everything.
Well, yeah. I mean, okay. My name's Terry Miles, and I've got a YouTube channel called Terry Miles. And basically, when the lockdown started, you know, the first kind of lockdown a couple of years ago now, in was it 2020? I started doing a live stream like every day.
Right.
Because obviously we couldn't go out or anything, so I just started off doing playing the piano every day for about 30 minutes, and I got my daughter to film me, and she did a live stream as well on her channel, Elsie Miles. Her name's Elsie Miles, so she's got her own YouTube channel. But so she filmed me. I mean, I'd play, you know, Jerry Lee Lewis, a bit of B. Bumble, Ray Charles, and that kind of stuff, so we just did this daily thing to entertain, you know, try to entertain everyone.
Yeah, how long have you been playing the piano for?
Well, I started playing the piano, you know, when I was a kid, really. I went to music lessons from about the age of 8 or 9. But before that, I kind of, I was always into Jerry Lee Lewis, so I could, and Fats Domino, I could sort of play Blueberry Hill and things like that when I was 7 or 8 years old.
Wow.
Well, not very well, but I could kind of get by.
I was going to ask you now, your favourite piano player, but I think you said 2 of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, Jerry Lee Lewis is my hero because I just love this sort of energy and everything, you know, when he sort of played it with his feet and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I'm also an Alan Price as well, and Floyd Kramer.
Floyd Kramer, yeah. He did a lot of sessions with... I think did he a lot of sessions with Elvis because it was RCA, wasn't he? Yeah,
he did quite a few sessions with Elvis. Yeah,
okay.
And then he had his own career. He was on the Rebound, and you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. So, how many pianos or synthesizers do you have?
To be honest, I've got a couple of pianos in the house. I've got a couple of upright pianos.
Yes.
One I've put tacks on, like you know, drawing pins.
Oh, Joe Meek job.
Yeah, that Joe Meek style. And it kind of gives it that kind of
tinny sound,
naturally amplified sound. And it sounds like you're kind of in a Wild West saloon.
Yeah,
bar, you know?
yeah.
And then the other piano is I've left that alone. I haven't put the tacks on the hammers on that one because it. So if I want to if I'm in the mood for doing a sort of Alias Smith and Jones or something, sort of a cowboy saloon thing, I can go to one with the tacks on. And if I'm in the mood for just playing something a bit more sort of softer, I can go to the other one, which is fortunate. The one piano I got for my 21st birthday, which was back in 1986, and from my parents. And the other piano was left to me by somebody who passed away, who was another piano player, and all I had to do was pay for the shipping to get it to London. So I got from Birmingham to London. I say shipping; it was in a van. Yeah. But I've got a number of old synths as well from the 70s and 80s. Really? I've lost track of how many, because I do an Analog Thursday live stream as well on my YouTube channel, which is kind of, you know, it's more early 80s, kind of Gary Newman, electronic kind of thing. And you've obviously got a Moog synthesizer. I've got an old Moog Prodigy from 1979. Wow. Yep. I've got a 3 Juno 106s from 1983. I've got a couple of vocoders, so I can play Mr. Blue Sky constantly, you know. Yeah, another thing as well, because I've got one of these. Do you own a stylophone? Yes, I do have a stylophone as well. I do. I have one of the old stylophones. So you've done your David Bowie Space Oddity on that, have you? Yeah, because he did his. I think he did his demo on that. He did, yeah. It is. It's out there on YouTube somewhere. Yeah, we can't play it because it's illegal, copyright and everything. Okay, right now, I've been talking to Brian, and he's not really heard of you, but he's been on the internet and he's noticed that you entertain railway passengers at mainline stations in London. Tell us about that. Well, yes, there's in St Pancras, just King's Cross and St Pancras, they've got these public pianos, you see, in the railway station. And on the YouTube channel, obviously before the lockdown and all that, I went out there and started. I've got a friend called Dr. K. He's another boogie. You might have heard of him, Dr. K. He's a boogie woogie player as well. Yeah. And me and him did a few duets, just going around playing the public piano, playing boogie woogie. I mean, there's one particular video where, it's a bit naughty really. We both dressed as policemen on the beat, and we sort of broke off being on the beat and broke into boogie woogie. So there's two policemen. It's on my YouTube channel. If you just put Terry Miles, police boogie woogie or something, you'll come across it. And the two of us break into it, and the crowd gathers because obviously they think
that's right. Cause I've seen the videos. Yeah, is it who's it? The videos? Is it your daughter or your partner or your wife or? Who videos?
Sorry, say that again.
Who videos you? Is it your daughter?
It's mainly my daughter. My partner does it as well, but mainly Elsie, my daughter. She does my live streams, and also she. It's hard to get hold of her these days. She's studying hard for university. And stuff. But back a couple of years ago when we were doing these public piano videos, she was. She was there with it. She video. She did do most of the videoing, and I've got a few. I mean, I've got a friend called Russell as well, who's another musician. He's in a band, the same band as I'm in. He plays bass, and he does some videos as well for me. So it's either Elsie, who's my daughter, Elsie Miles, who's got her own YouTube channel, or it's Russell, or it's my partner. And so between us, try and find a camera person to do it. So
before we break into a couple of tunes, and just tell us about this YouTube channel on a Sunday night that you broadcast.
Yeah, well, what it is, I do 2 live streams a week now. I mean, it used to be every day in the in the sort of main lockdown. I did 7 days a week, but now it's twice a week.
Okay.
And it's every Thursday, which is. It's called Terry's Analog Thursday. So that's kind of... I play boogie woogie piano on that as well. And that's with the sort of piano with the tacks on the saloon bar piano. But it's kind of... A lot of it is kind of... I mix it up with doing sort of 80s kind of synth, 70s synth stuff like Gary Newman or, Eurythmics or, Visage or something like that.
Oh, ELO. ELO as well.
ELO. I've done All Blue Sky a few times.
That's right, you have.
And all over the world and that kind of thing. So it's a complete mixture. But then on the Sunday... I do what's called the Sunday service, and that's every Sunday at 5 p.m. And and it started off when people couldn't go to churches because the churches were locked down.
Yeah.
I kind of started off playing hymns for people that couldn't get out and go to churches, and I do a sort of alternative version of the hymns. I throw a bit of boogie woogie into the. So you'll probably hear like Amazing Grace or How Great Thou Art or something like that, or just a closer walk with Thee. And I started off slow in the traditional fashion and end up breaking out into sort of boogie woogie. And so that's every Sunday at 5. It's most Sundays at 5 p.m. But pretty much every Sunday. But next week I can't do it because I'm going to North Wales. But generally speaking, every Sunday at 5 p.m. I do a Sunday service, and every Thursday at 5 p.m. I do my Analog Thursday.
Okay, so you brought a CD out with 14 boogie woogie gospel hits on it. So how much is it, and where can we get it from?
Okay, if you, I tell you what, it's called Sunday Service.
Yeah.
And it's by me, Terry Miles, and as you say, it's got 14 boogie woogie and gospel hits. And if you go to terrymiles.bandcamp.com, so that's terrymiles.bandcamp.com, you'll see it there, and you can either just listen to it, for free, or you can, if you buy the CD, it gives you an opportunity to sort of buy. It's £12,
right?
And you can put a little like a little note in. So if you want me to sign it, I'll happily sign it. And some people don't want it signed, so then I'll leave it cellophaned up, and I'll send you. And with that, you'll get a free Terry Miles YouTube badge and sticker as well.
Ooh. Lovely.
So if you go to terrymiles.bandcamp.com, you can listen, and of course you can stream it on Spotify and you can buy the download if you haven't got a CD player anymore.
Yeah, digital downloads. Yeah,
it's on all the sort of streaming sites and all that kind of thing.
Okay.
And I just want to say, while I'm on, thank you to my YouTube. We're called the Miles Landers. Thank you to everyone that tunes into my YouTube channel live streams every Thursday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Because honestly, we're a great community, and anyone that tunes in. People get talking to each other. They can make friends.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah,
and it's wonderful. But people have made friends from it, and it's brilliant. It's just a great. Even if you're not into the music, it's a brilliant community.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to say thanks for letting all your listeners know tonight, because I did tune in a little bit before I came to the studio, and you have got quite a lot of followers all over the world.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't believe it really, but. I suppose that's the power of the internet, isn't it? I mean, people can tune in all over the world, and I'm hoping people are tuning into ALLFM actually tonight, because I gave it. I told everyone that I was going to be on.
Right.
Hopefully, people will be listening.
Right then. One last question before we go into some songs. What's the plans for the future? I know you're going to bring your CD out on vinyl, but anything else for the future?
Yeah. So as you just said, hopefully it's coming out on vinyl. There's a bit of a waiting list for vinyl at the moment, so hopefully June it's going to be a double album coming out on vinyl. Well, yeah, I'm going to carry on YouTubing, and I want to start doing some live gigs. I'm going to get my own band together.
Oh, right.
I've got Russell on bass. I've got Ian on drums. These are the guys that played on the album.
Yeah.
And I've got Elsie, my daughter, on backing vocals. And so if she's available, because she's going to university and stuff.
See.
So if she's available, I want to kind of do some live gigs really. So piano, bass, and drums, and I want to sort of recreate the Sunday service. I'm doing it at home at the moment, in my living room with my piano.
Yeah.
But the idea is that any pub that's got a piano, we could do it from a pub.
Yeah.
If a pub, it's very rare to find pianos in pubs these days. In the old days, you'd get pianos in pubs. You could but if there's a piano in a pub, I will. And they want to sort of let me do a Sunday service live stream there. And it's kind of, it won't be all sort of, it's not just all sort of organ and singing kind of sad songs or anything. It's all boogie-woogied up. And so if there's anyone out there, or even a church, actually, that's got a piano that I can broadcast my Sunday service from, and I can bring my band. The band will just be a drummer and bass player, myself, maybe a backing singer or two.
Yeah.
So that's the idea. I want to go out to churches, or to pubs, to venues, to sort of recreate this Sunday service, not from a living room, but do it live. And so we can just have a different kind of, a bit of different scenery,
Yeah. Well, yes, I mean, in South London, I mean, you could always go somewhere like Bristol or Cornwall or somewhere, couldn't you?
I'll go anywhere. I'll go anywhere. I'll go anywhere.
Right.
I'll go anywhere in the world. Basically.
Stockport, Manchester.
Stockport, Manchester, Salford.
Salford, Okay, right. I'll talk to you after your two songs. So the two songs, well, one's an instrumental, which is.
Well, I'm going to do Nut Rocker by Beeble and the Stingers.
Okay.
So I'm hoping it's going to work on the phone, because sometimes the mobile phone can be a little bit tricky with the signal.
Yeah.
But let's see how the first song goes. I'll do Nut Rocker. It's pretty short. It's only 2 minutes.
Okay.
And let's see how it sounds. So Elsie's going to hold the phone.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it right now.
Okay, shall we go then?
Here we go then.
Here we go.
You hold the phone. All right then. I don't know how that come across, but
well, yeah, it's some of the bass notes were coming through, but considering the limitations of the technology on the phone, I thought it was good. But you could do maybe recording that for me and sending us the an MP3 or something.
Oh, so if I do a recording of it, I can send it.
Yeah, because some of the bass notes weren't coming through properly because of the sound on the phone. But
It sounded all right, though, didn't it?
It
sounded all right there.
Yeah. Okay then. So Ray Charles, tell me what I say. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What do I say?
Yeah, what you say?
All right, let's do this one. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. What do I say? Me wrong. Come on, love you, baby, all night long, all right. Hey, all right. She's a girl with a diamond ring. She really knows how to shake that thing, all right. Hey, all right. Tell your ma, tell your pa, I'm gonna send you back to Arkansas, alright? Hey, alright. See that girl with the red dress on? She'll do the boogie, woogie, woogie all night long, alright. Hey, alright. Tell me what did I say? What did I say? How did I say right now? What did I say? I wanna know right now. I wanna know. What I say.
Hey.
Is that all right?
Yeah. It's limitations of the speaker and the microphone of your and the airways. Obviously, doesn't do it justice, but we can actually see them if you dig through the YouTube stuff, can't we? You play it better.
Yeah. If you go to the YouTube stuff, there's lots of. There's a lot of Sheik of Araby and Nutrocker. And,
you do, yes. But we are putting you on a thing there where, we're just using the lamentations, and I don't think do it justice. You're going to have to come up here and do something in the studio, you know what I mean? Maybe
I would love to, if I bring a keyboard along, I could bring an electric keyboard and we could probably do it.
Yeah, we've had bands in the studio. You could bring keyboards in there, you can bring your drummer.
Okay, brilliant.
It's a proper studio here, yeah. We've got a proper studio with mics, 3 or 4 mics. You can bring the band in, no problem. They'll give you a cup of tea and a biscuit.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, Terry, thanks for chatting with us tonight. We're going to have to go, but I'm hoping you're going to like this. I'm hoping you're on the same wavelength. It's not 50s rock and roll, but it's by Giorgio Moroder, and it's Son of My Father.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I know.
I absolutely love it. Yes. That's great.
Good.
Yeah,
it's not Chicory Chip's version. It's his version, but apparently it was done by Hans somebody in Germany in 1971, and I think it's a load of rubbish. But this version has his moog on it. You know, Giorgio did a better version in 1972. So
okay, yeah.
Because
he produced the Chicory Tip one, didn't he?
He produced loads of people, Boney M, everybody, and a few of the songs that you play, you know.
Yeah, Donna Summer and
Phil Oakley.
That's right. He did that Electric Dreams. Yeah. That's brilliant.
Okay.
That's on Mike. And thank you very much for giving me the opportunity for coming on and
you know. Great stuff, and we'll probably see you again. Hopefully, when we can get you in the studio with the band.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so if I get a band together and come down, we could plug in.
No problem, plug it all in, yeah. Dead easy.
That's what we'll do then. Okay, that's on the card then, Mike.
Thank you, Terry. All right.
Thank you, Terry, as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Terry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you both. See you then. Thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.